Hello again, my Vagabond viewers. We've finished going to the Coast and Castles campsite, so we've headed away from there, and we're at our next impressive destination, which, as you can see, is the rather impressive looking Sugar Sands, which is about 4 or 5 miles from the Coast and Castles campsite. So we're just going to walk along now. And obviously Neil's made a big splash before, naughty Neil.
Hi viewers.
So he's clean. He's had his daily bath or whatever in the sea. And there was no dead fish came up beside him this time. So we're quite hopeful, you know, considering that happened. So we're just going to walk along here. If you're wondering where our friend Secret Dave is, he got a bit paranoid about parking fees. He thought if we stayed longer than half, because you can stay apparently in the car park for half an hour, and he thought if he stays any longer he'll get a parking fine. So bless him, he's gone to pay the charges for like a full day, which is about £3, and we're hoping to catch up with him further along at the halfway point, like an historic meeting, like when Stanley met Livingston, but in our case it's 3 vagabond loonies meeting to see if he's actually paid the charges. So we'll just keep walking along here, enjoying the spectacular view of the famous Sugar Sands. And if I pan slightly to my right, you'll see just barely in the distance, that's that little tiny cottage, and if I'll zoom in slightly, is called Earl Grey House, and it belongs to the founder of the Earl Grey Tea Company, I do believe. I think in Victorian times, possibly, or Edwardian times. And a bit further on is Dunstanburgh Castle. Just on the edge there, you can just see it, which is about 5 miles away. So we're kind of heading in a northerly direction here. And some other friendly vagabonds are just going past us.
That's a friendly.
Nice to meet you. Take care, guys. I'm just going to zoom back and keep walking. Hopefully, we'll meet David en route. Have you got any extra words of wisdom to tell our vagabond viewers?
I need to dry out after my shower.
So is that your words of vagabond wisdom for today?
Yeah, dry out.
That's naughty Neil. If you ever go in the sea, make sure you dry out afterwards, or you'll be a little bit salty.
Rather salty.
In every sense of the word.
Makes a cake change to bring sugar.
Exactly. Well, it's ironic because we're on Sugar Sands, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you being salty, we're on Sugar Sands. That's quite an interesting little joke you've come up with there. So give yourself a little pat on the back there.
Pat, pat.
Captain something.
Pat, pat.
Do it again.
Pat, pat.
No, you're supposed to pat yourself on the back. Yeah, that kind of works. So pan round, we'll just enjoy this view as we're walking. Quite a famous tourist spot this as well. And if we're very lucky, we'll come across a cairn, you know, that someone might have built, because people do that along here. If they see sort of random piles of rocks, they'll start like a cairn of flat rocks. And if you see one, you're supposed to add to it for good luck. At least that's the tradition, as far as I know, anyway. So we'll just see what happens as we're walking along. Who knows what we'll see? We might see Dave getting arrested for not paying the parking fee in time. Oh, I do believe I spot something up ahead, Neil. Remember I mentioned cairns? Like someone started to build one here. Would you like to add to the pile for good luck? If you can find like a suitable small shaped rock. Not too large, obviously. Oh, that's nice. You show the viewers? It's like a bit of shale, that. I'll let you get past. We'll make our contribution to this magnificent rocky sculpture that we see before us. Nicely done, Neil. Hopefully the tide won't wash that out too soon. It should last at least a day. And the reason, obviously, this place is called Sugar Sands is because the sand is so fine. So it's like got like a consistency of sugar. At least I believe that's the story behind it.
I wouldn't like to think I had in me tea though.
What do you mean?
You know, Sugar Sands.
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. Are you being salty again?
Being salty again.
In your own unique way. So I'll keep walking along here. So I'll just pan out along the bay because it is quite impressive. I would recommend it, like, you know, to visit in the summer. Obviously we're here in sort of mid-September, but I imagine in summer it's spectacular. It'll be thronged with tourists because it is like a popular tourist attraction. So I'll just keep walking along for a bit and hopefully end this vagabond video on a positive note. And I do believe in the distance I spot our companion, Secret Dave, steadily trudging towards us. At least that tracksuit top does look familiar. We'll find out. Have our famous vagabond meeting. Livingstone and Stanley, or in our case, Master B. Dale and Sir David Ben Jesse, of whichever order he belongs to. Yes, it is him, definitely. In some respects it reminds me of there's a film, Lawrence of Arabia, where Lawrence meets Faisal, the Arab chieftain, in the desert. I'm getting that kind of vibe from it. So I shall greet him in the appropriate vagabond manner. And then we shall end that video on that positive note of the blessing of our meeting. Ooh, bumblebee there. David Ben Jesse, I presume. Fancy meeting you here.
Aye.
What brings you here, David? Did you manage to pay the?
No, I pulled the van off the site, down the lane.
Is that to save £3?
You have to pay online.
Do you?
You can only use a smartphone.
I see. Oh, and you don't have one, so you've got an excuse. You should be safe. Don't
No,
worry
the
about
fine
it.
would have been 100 quid. 100
£100.
fine.
Is that what you were concerned about?
Yeah.
So I'm glad you pulled the van out of harm's way. And has your blood pressure gone down a little bit now then?
£100 fine if you don't pay up. You only
So
pay online,
you're
like.
kind of right, wouldn't you? So, but obviously because it's not on the car park site anymore, we're safe.
Yeah, aye.
Yeah, no worries. So vagabond viewers, David has reassured us he won't have to pay the £100 fine he was paranoid about with good reason. And I shall end this video on that positively reassuring note. I'll just do a quick pan along the beach and the magnificent shoreline out north towards the Earl Grey cottage, and we can't see Dunstanburgh Castle because it's beyond the headland now. I'll just keep panning.
Tell you where I got caught once with them camera things. There's like a little car park next to the bus station. Remember?
See that?
And I'll end it on this positive note of this dog
I
approaching with
didn't
the
realise
owners.
there was cameras on that, you know.
So thanks vagabond viewers for watching, and if you enjoyed the video,
I think it's one of
please like and subscribe.